Hello.
What's up? What's going on? We're live. We're doing it live. It's my birthday.
It's Alex's birthday today, so we're doing a nice little live here. He had the idea. Well, Alex, you can introduce the idea, but we're gonna be live here for a few hours, watching a movie and just kind of hanging out. It's not gonna be a normal, reaction. We're probably not gonna use this for like a video or anything, unless we really like the reaction or something, maybe. But this is just meant to be a nice little live with you guys here. But yeah, Alex, do you want to tell them how this came about?
Yeah, and thanks to everybody in the chat. So basically, I'm like, hey, we should do something because my birthday's coming up, and similar to the Making My Friend Watch series, I thought like, what's another thing I can make him watch that's like not a TV show, maybe a movie. And as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Red Letter Media, and I watch pretty much all their videos. And they did a video on Darkman. I'm like, oh, what's this? I didn't even look it up. I just watched it, the movie, and then I watched the review. It's like it's a Sam Raimi film. I'm like, I love Sam Raimi. And this is in that period of time, like after Evil Dead 2 and between Spider-Man. Like Army of Darkness came out after this. And it's a superhero movie starring Liam Neeson. And I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And I watched it, hour, hour and a half, hour and a half long film. I'm like, that was great. And I thought like, well, I'm gonna make my friend do another thing. We're gonna hang out for my birthday and watch a movie. Why not?
Yeah. And I've never seen Darkman until Alex brought it up to me. I had never even heard of it. But he told me it was a Sam Raimi film with Liam Neeson, and it was kind of like a comic book type movie. And I was like, all right, I don't know how I've never heard of it, but I'm ready to jump in. So I'll be watching it for the first time. If any of you here are patrons, or even if you're not, this is what our Patreon is like, is how we're going to be doing the reaction today. So it'll be our full uncut reaction, but there will be a time code. It'll look like this. I'll put it on the screen right now. It's going to look like this. We'll do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, go. We'll start the movie. There'll be a blurred image behind the time code of the movie. So you'll have the visual of the blurred image as well as the time code, but there will not be any audio or clear video. So you will have to have your own copy if you want to watch right along with us. But like I already said, this is going to be a much more just kind of casual watching reaction. We're still going to be interacting with the chat if you guys have any questions or anything during. So even if you're not watching Darkman along with us when we go to watch it, you can still hang out, talk to us, just kind of chill, do whatever you want. But we're going to be starting the movie in a little bit. But first, if you guys just have any general questions, birthday wishes for Alex, or any questions for us, this would be a good time to drop them in the chat before we get started. And then we'll start the movie in a little bit. We want to allow some time for, people to come in if they're running late. So I already see a bunch of people putting in the chat here. Let's see, Alex, if you see anything, you can call it out. I'm just trying to look through here.
Did anyone see Cocaine Bear?
Oh yeah, Alex saw Cocaine Bear. Alex, you can talk about that if you want.
2023 Oscar nom for everything. It was perfect. It was everything it needed to be. Highly suggest. I also saw the film Emily because I have Regal Unlimited, and I was pretty bored, and I walked out after an hour and a half. I'm like, all right, there's no plot here. I'm leaving. But Cocaine Bear, yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, I think that walking out of a movie's got to be one of the biggest perks of those subscriptions. I mean, there's so many movies where I could have walked out, but I didn't just because I actually paid for the ticket, and it's like, I guess I could ask for a refund if it was like the first 15 minutes or something, but I'm not gonna do that. So if I had the unlimited, yeah, I'd have a much shorter leash. I feel like it'd be like, if I'm not into this, I'm out.
Yeah, you know what a movie I wish we walked out on?
Hmm.
Skin in Marink. We should have walked out. I mean, I get it. Sometimes the shorts don't go to all the subscribers, or like sometimes people don't click on those because I get it. I just people I'm subscribed to, I don't click on their shorts. But yeah, that movie, we just kept waiting for it to take off, and it's the same thing for an hour and a half. It was the longest 90-minute movie I've ever seen.
Well, it was. I mean, yeah, I kind of talked about it in the short, but I think the one positive thing I can say is that the movie does not, it doesn't apologize. It doesn't, try to pander to anybody. I mean, it just is what it is, and it's like, look here, you like this or don't. I don't care. I don't care. So not for me,
Yeah,
but like I respect that to a certain degree. But yeah, not one of my favorites for sure. Never will watch it
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, never. I respect not sticking to the formula, but I just wish it had a formula to follow.
Yeah.
Like some sort of structure. But hey, I gotta respect. I gotta respect the balls just to go out and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just seeing some talk in the chat here. I'm guessing someone asked about movies or stuff. I'll answer that in a minute, but I just want to finish up on Skinamarink. I think someone who did watch the short it wasn't like a regular subscriber. Maybe they were, but I didn't recognize the name. But they said they actually knew someone who worked on the movie, and they said so. They were like, even though you guys didn't like it, I appreciate that you guys went out of your way to see it. And that's always nice to see. I mean, even if it's a movie we don't like, we always try to support. Plus, it's a Shudder film, and I love that platform. So, a Shudder film
Yeah.
that's in theaters, I wanted to support it for that reason, too.
Oh, interesting. Well, he knows someone that worked on the film, so that's like what, one of two people?
Maybe it was him.
Yeah.
They made the film.
I mean, like, there's like four actors because no one's face is ever shown. Uh, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess sometimes I like more narrative type things. Like I struggle sometimes. Like I love good atmosphere, but like sometimes I don't know, like movies like 2001: A Space Odyssey, a classic. Like sometimes like after a bit, I need a little bit of something. And Skinamarink was the exact opposite of stuff I can latch onto because there's nothing to latch onto. Like you can tell your whole artistic story with your camera. I love that. Just also give me a little something to you know carry me along.
Yeah. I mean, that's totally fair. Yeah. And multiple people did walk out of our theater. So I
Yeah,
found that humorous too. I've never experienced that.
yeah. I've seen like one person walk out of a theater, but we saw like three people, like a couple and another person. But it's like holy
Yeah, like
crap!
different points. Yeah. The one guy,
Remember those stories?
the last guy, the movie was like almost over. He couldn't make it. He couldn't make it the last 10 minutes.
It did feel like it was never going to end. But remember hearing those stories of like I don't know, probably films in the 80s or 90s, like I don't know, like The Exorcist, just something where it's like almost trash. I'm not saying The Exorcist is trash, but I'm saying like where like people think it's trash and they walk out like oh people were walking out of the theater they were so whatever.
Yeah.
Remember those old stories? I feel like that we never experienced that until recently. It was only three people.
Well, The Exorcist definitely. The Exorcist and the Blair Witch Project are the two I've heard of where it's like people left. With the Exorcist, it was more so like people passing out, throwing up in the theater, having convulsions. But I'm pretty sure it's been revealed that a lot of that was like marketing by the studio and like wasn't real. But hey, good marketing if that's the case.
Yeah, because then you watch it and you're like, oh, it's a long build up to that final 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know you're not a huge fan of it. I like it. I mean, I don't think it's the best horror movie of all time or anything, but I enjoy it. I've repeatedly watched it. I don't think it's um, like too slow or anything. I enjoy it. Although the one famous scene that wasn't even in the movie, the spider crawl down the
Oh yeah,
stairs,
that was in the
and everyone's like,
yeah.
they took the best scene out of the movie. It's like when you really think about it, though, she would just leave her room and spider crawl down the stairs. It's like, then what happened? They just carried her back up or what? Like she can't leave her room any other time? I don't know.
Uh, yeah, I really love the. I've talked to you about this multiple times, but I'm gonna say it in front of our audience here. I really love The Exorcist 3. That is one of the best horror movies possibly ever. Um, it's so unique. It's written and directed by the writer. I always love that. He also wrote the novel, William Peter Blatty, and it's like perfect mix of snappy dialogue and also like good atmosphere and creepy scenes. Fabio's in it. There's a lot of cameos in it. That's great. That's on my 2024 2025 birthday watch along if we're still alive.
Nice. If we're still alive, yep. For sure. And I got to start thinking of ideas for June if we do this for me. So I have to think of something. Start making.
Oh
a
no,
list.
this was just for me.
Oh, just for you, yeah.
Yeah, just for me. Yeah,
All right.
you can do something else on your own.
I'm gonna try to scan through the list here for questions. Yes, we're watching the animated series after the season 3, and then we're watching the movies. A Quiet Place 1 and 2. I've seen both of those. I saw those both in theaters. Those were good theater experiences, I'd say. Would you agree?
Yeah, I love the first one. The second one kind of felt like a little more of the same. I mean, I'm gonna botch his name. Killian? How does he like it pronounced? I don't know.
Cillian Murphy? I don't know if it's
Cillian
Cillian or
Murphy?
Killian. I don't know.
Yeah, I think his performance really, makes that movie great.
Part
It
2?
was nice to see it. Yeah. It was nice to see like the origin of like what happened. But that was also like it also ends the same way as the first one, just a little different. But that was like one of those few movies, one of those few times where I wish it was longer.
Part
And
two.
like, yeah, and you know me, I never say that, but yeah, number one's classic, fantastic.
Yeah, I think number one could have been a perfect movie on its own. It made a shit ton of money, so of course they're gonna make more. It is what it is. But I thought the second one was
Hmm.
just fine compared to the first. I thought it's a good movie. Whatever. I mean, it was like the hype. Some people were like, I think Chris Stuckman said like, this is one of the best part twos to any horror movie ever. I'm like, I didn't like it that much, but I enjoyed it.
I mean, Chris, I know you're trying to get in the movie business legit, but you don't have to.
I guess
You,
they're
you can say some bad things.
yeah, I guess they're making he's making a third one, and it's the classic. What does every third horror movie do? The prequel. The third one has to be the prequel, so it's like A Quiet Place Day One or something. I don't know. We'll see.
So just the rest of that first scene, so they can use John Krasinski.
Yeah, maybe he heard how everyone was like, the best part of the movie was the opening scene, and he was like, okay, I'll just make that movie.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I think that's also that movie that really, because for years people were like, "Oh, it's just Jim. I can't see him anyone else but Jim. It's Jim." I think that's maybe the first role that really like took him out of that. It's like, okay, he's his own guy now. He's not Jim. And then he also got his. I think he was in 13 Hours, and he was also in, or was that Zero Dark 30? I
No,
can't
yeah, he
remember.
was in 13 Hours, and then he was in the Jack Ryan show.
Yeah, the Jack Ryan show. So yeah, he's definitely not just Jim anymore.
Yeah. Someone also said, we'll see how the new Exorcist is. Yeah, Alex, did you know they're making a requel?
No,
And
I didn't.
it doesn't have the actress who plays, what's the girl's name, Blair?
Uh, yeah, I think so.
It doesn't have that girl, but it has the actress who played the mom is coming back as the same character. I think she's like has to be in her 80s, 90s or something.
Reagan. Her name's Reagan.
Reagan, yeah.
They're gonna they're gonna cast the actress who plays Cassie Lang in Quantumania as Reagan.
uh,
I
yeah.
want to see that actress from Quantum. I also saw that. I also want to see that actress play every rebooted franchise, even if it doesn't make sense.
Oh, Linda Blair, someone said, is that a character in the movie? Is that the mom?
I think that's her real name.
Oh, that's why I was thinking Blair. That's her real name. Okay. She's not in the movie. Apparently, the plot is someone gets, possessed, and so they go to someone with experience, but they don't go to Reagan. They go to Reagan's mom. Couldn't get Reagan.
Everyone else is dead or doesn't want to be in this.
William asked thoughts about Quantumania. I didn't actually see it, so there goes. It's funny with Thor: Love and Thunder, you didn't see it for a while, and I saw it first. This is kind of the reverse, though. We both saw Wakanda Forever, but I haven't seen Ant-Man, and I don't plan to. It'll probably be the first Marvel movie that I don't see in theaters since Thor: The Dark World, I think. But what did you think of it?
It's I mean, I've reflected on it a lot more, and I see people talking about it, on TikTok, and it's like, oh, it's like, oh, and I'm like, it's okay. My initial, I didn't like it, it was almost an eyesore to look at, like the CG. I'm like, this is painful, and like the actors, you can tell they're just in this blue room, having no idea what they're looking at, and like struggling so hard. Jonathan Majors, man, he's God bless him. He's the best. Like every scene that he's in is perfect, and then like he doesn't fit in this fucking goofy fucking like world. It's like I, I don't know if he vetoed for this or like they were smart enough not to have him be like a ridiculous joke, but he's like, no, I'm doing this, full straight on. But yeah, no spoilers, but
Yeah, I've
yeah.
heard it's funny because I've heard like literally every single opinion about this movie. Like anything, I've heard people say, "Oh, for example, MODOK steals the movie. He's the best part." And then some people say MODOK's terrible. Some people are like, "It's very funny. It's terribly. It's cringe. Not funny at all." But the only opinion I haven't heard is that Jonathan Majors isn't great. Like everyone agrees he's
Oh
great.
no, yeah, I remember like an interview clip or something, or like just a snippet news piece. It's like how Kevin Feige has put like all his marbles and faith in Jonathan Majors, and like the few performances I've seen of him, I'm like Devotion, Loki season finale. I'm like, this guy's got it, man. I don't know what it is, but it's like he's one of those guys where you can't take your eyes off when he's up there. I guess the equivalent would be like, I don't know, like a Tom Hardy, like one of those guys where it's like it's his scene. You can try to like take it from him, but you're not going to. You can try, but it's his scene.
I'd also say just from a look perspective, like I think he might even end up like eclipsing like the Tom Hardys and actually become like one of those, Will Smith, Tom Cruise, The Rock, like just star power. You know what I mean? Like can do anything. He just looks like a star in my opinion. And Devotion I think just got put on Paramount Plus, so I'll actually be excited to check that out.
Yeah, that's a neat movie to watch, especially if you just saw Top Gun Maverick, because like one of the guys, forget his name, but he's like the bad guy heel, like or not really the bad guy, but kind of like the douchebag in Top Gun Maverick, and then he's like the good guy babyface, and it's still an airline pilot in Devotion, which is kind of neat and funny to see.
Yeah, I still got to check that out. I think that's one of my biggest like on the list of like absolutely things to do for the channel. Watch Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick, but just never have time. That's definitely something I'd be interested in watching eventually.
No time.
All right, I'm just looking through here. Someone said Charles said, Alex, talk about those VHS tapes.
Oh, we have it's probably a national chain, Half Price Books. It's got to be, but they have the entire VHS section, and what I do every time, I just check every tape, and I look for two words because I just want all the stuff I can have. I look for two words, Star Trek, and it's like I just look up and down. Apparently, I have like it was a 25th anniversary like documentary, and people are like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to watch that. And then a couple of the movies, I'm like, this VHS art is so neat. I love it, and can't wait to watch it after we watch it on here. Just I don't know, see what it looks like. I just watched Taxi Driver on VHS, and there's like a special behind the scenes 20 minutes after the movie. I'm like halfway through that, and like the scene, because I'm so used to like modern, Blu-ray behind the scenes interviews, but this is like VHS interviews, and it's like it's so weird to see him from that time. The VHS was probably in the 90 something. It's like they're like halfway in between like 78 and now. It's like somewhere in the 90s where it's neat. It's weird.
Yeah, I think I also started buying VHSs, and for me, it's honestly gotten to the point for me where it's like collecting media and consuming media are two completely different hobbies. It's like it's gotten to the point where I've collected so much media that I'll probably never watch, read, whatever. I did get a Star Trek book recently, Captain to Captain, which is the first of a series called Legacies. And I guess the book takes place right after Journey to Babel for Kirk. And then there's also Captain Pike is in there. And then a Captain After Kirk is in the book. I'm excited to eventually read that. But yeah, I have some Star Trek VHSs. Like I have Motion Picture Wrath of Khan and that 25th anniversary. Like obviously I haven't watched any of those and I'm not going to for a while, but it's nice just to have some box art, and just collect it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like just sitting on the shelf. I'm like, I want to watch you so bad, but I have other VHS tapes from like I don't want to watch you. Like I have Grease and like Porky's and like I don't know some generic Clint Eastwood action movie, Harrison Ford action movie. I'm like, I don't want to watch any of this. It's like I'll get to it eventually, but I also bought like a whole bunch of Blu-rays recently. Stuff I've already seen, stuff I haven't. It's like I have too much shit to watch.
Yeah, nope, feel you there. Feel you there, and then new stuff is coming out all the time.
Oh yeah.
Rich says, I like that you started watching the original effects on TOS. I love the original effects. I wish it would have been impossible because we would have had to own the box set from the beginning, but I wish we were always watching the original effects. I mean, the new effects are cool and everything, and they look nice, but man, this third season at least, I've just loved some of both from a camp perspective and also just genuinely interested in how they do some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's not like they're terrible. It's like it's neat to see. It's like I really wish we could have seen them with the original effects. I'm sure there's a video on YouTube comparing them, and especially when like the early episodes they had like you can tell they figured out a new effect, and it's like we're gonna base an entire episode around this effect. I would like to see what that original effect looked like now for those certain episodes where we said that.
Yeah, I mean, at some point in my life, when I have free time and I'm able to rewatch the original series whenever I go back and do that, I'll definitely be making sure to watch the originals. It's interesting with anime. Like if you go on Hulu, anime that's in a different language, they'll have the subtitled version in the original language and then the dubbed English version. So they have like the two separate episodes. Why not for like Star Trek or older shows that are remastered have the remastered and then the original effects as two options? I don't know why they can't offer that, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah, good point. I thought you were about to bring up the the debate of subtitled versus dubbed, and the way it never go dubbed. Always do that original original dialogue with subtitles. And it's like when it's good, man, it works. Like some people are like, oh, it's distracting. I don't want to read. It's like I speak English and I still have to have subtitles on, like every day. Uh, and I'm thinking of like Parasite. That's the most recent one I've rewatched. I'm like every single emotion hits with even with those subtitles on. Like you feel like everything.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like though the quality has to be there. I mean, Parasite is an amazingly visually directed film. Like, and the performances and everything are good. Like I feel like there's probably a bunch of films with Japanese, Korean, or whatever that we could watch that aren't as great, and I'd be like, like just reading the whole time, like,
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely experienced that where it's like it's not good, but you can't look away. You can't look away. Oh, dude, look what J and B just said.
I thought the box set had an option. Which message you talking about?
It's the one where it starts with my name.
Oh, my man.
Josh's favorite character in all of media is Aquaman
It's
because of that.
Aquaman.
It's because of that moment in the trailer where he goes, "My man."
Literally the only moment, like not anything in his own movie, just the Justice League trailer. Where what
The
happens?
original trailer.
The cyborg catch him or something, and he goes, "My man."
Yeah, and then he throws him. And the best part is they changed it in the Snyder cut.
Oh,
They ruined it.
damn it.
As much as the Snyder cut made that movie better, they lowered like the volume or just used a different take of him saying "my man." What the fuck are we talking about?
All right. I think we can probably jump into a DARKMAN shortly, but just one last time, if you weren't here earlier, there will be a time code and everything, but you'll need your own version of the movie. But if you're not going to watch it still, you can stick around, hang out with us, ask whatever questions you guys have, keep asking them in the chat. If you absolutely want us to answer it, you can super chat it to make sure we see it, but you don't have to. You can just put it in the chat. We'll try to get to as many of them as possible. While we're watching the movie, we'll still be talking bullshit and whatever, talking to you guys, answering your questions, so hope you guys stick around regardless if you're watching with us or not. But here's the time code. I'm just going to give it another like 1 or 2 minutes so that everyone who's syncing along can pull up their version of the movie and be ready. I don't know if this matters, but this is the collector's edition, I guess, version of the movie. It didn't say like director's cut or anything, so I don't think it's 1 hour 35 minutes 22 seconds. So that's the version that we're watching.
Neat little story, really quick, is like I think like the studio edited it, like, and like Sam Raimi didn't like it, so he took it back and edited it, and like then it's like, okay, it's done, and like snuck out and like re-put it back together the way he wanted.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing. If that's the case, that's excellent actually.
Like we're not doing this.
I'm not doing that.
Do you want me to record my audio or not?
No, because I'll have it on here, so you don't need to do that.
Okay.
I don't want you to tax your computer too much. I have to get my own setup here for how I'm watching it. So 1 second.
Josh is watching this on his PSP. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, I can say whatever I want about him. And thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. You know, once Josh lied to me and said he was allergic to ketchup. And I think he was eating ketchup like right in front of me. And I was too dumb to notice. This was back in like middle school. Good times. And there was this one time at band camp where, oh, he's back. Okay.
All right. Got my two audios in right now.
Charles, we've known each other, Jesus,
6-7 weeks.
like after we started the channel. God.
2007, 2006.
Yeah, just about that time. Yeah, middle school.
And then became really
Maybe in sixth
really
grade.
really good friends around like 2009.
Yeah, once I think once like pro wrestling became a big factor in our fandoms, that's when it really took off.
Yeah, true, true. Always gotta, I feel like as kids, it's always you bond over a particular thing, whether it's a video game, a show, movie, a hobby, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever meet
Bonded
Allison
up.
Hannigan? Alex, have you ever met Allison Hannigan, or would you like to?
Uh, I don't know who that is. No.
So Lily
I,
from How I Met Your Mother.
oh, duh, I'm such an idiot. I just did the Bandcamp reference. I don't know people's names. I know their faces.
Me either. I'm. There's like maybe 100 names that I know. That's about it.
It's like I'm getting to that point where I'm watching movies where it's like I don't know any of the characters' names.
Yes, she is
Tough.
also in Buffy. Correct. All right. Well, if you're ready, Alex, I think we can get started.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, we are going to get started with Darkman, and just keep. If you're not following along with us, just put whatever questions, comments in the chat. We'll continue to talk to you guys. But here we go, and if we need to take a break or anything, we'll pause and resync. But I'm sure that could happen. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fun fact: the main villain in this movie was in the Firefly episode Shindig for like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I was like, I know this guy. I know this guy. He's from
Oh,
something.
you finally figured it out. Well, no, you saw this movie after that, right?
Yeah, yeah. But it's like it took me a while. I'm like, I know he's from something. But he did look a lot like Christianoff from Barry.
Oh, yeah, Kristoff or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And so this was based off a comic, right? This was.
No, I think it's just it's I think Sam Raimi said it's like its inspiration was like 1930s like movies, but it's not a real comic. No, I mean they made
Oh,
comics afterwards.
yeah. I also saw while looking it up to get the footage that there's actually 3 movies, but this is the only one Sam Raimi made.
Oh yeah, the other ones are direct to video.
Mm. It was funny when I decided to just buy the Blu-ray because it wasn't streaming anywhere, and this was like $17 or whatever for this collector's edition, and then they had all 3 movies on Blu-ray for $9. Like the other ones must not be that good. They're trying to push it on people. Thank you,
Got a
Analog
super.
Mind. Go ahead, Alex.
I just said we got a super chat. Like the edited Halloween 2 vid. I want to do more videos like that. Yeah, I think we I've seen like the first 20 minutes of Scanners. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah. What does it say? Like Halloween 2 vid. Could you do one for another sci-fi horror like Scanners? Also, I recommend you break up your Star Trek animated coverage with the first 4 movies. Remind yourself it's good. Okay. Um, yeah. No, we definitely want to do more things like that. I have not seen Scanners either, and it's on Shutter, so we could. That's definitely one to keep in mind.
You see who's next to Durant on his left.
Who is that? Oh,
It's yeah, it's Ted.
this guy's shooting?
Yeah, he's got a machine gun wooden leg.
Oh my god. That was my reminder that it's a Sam Raimi movie right there.
Oh yeah, that won't be your only reminder. I also love that the first line of dialogue in this film is "cause he's an asshole." Wow.
Oh no, 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 dude. This is why I can't be in any shady stuff, man.
Because of possibilities like this.
Yeah. What's up, Witcher Joker?
Thank you.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Also, gotta love that classic comic book intro where it's like, okay, we gotta establish the villain.
Yep. Yeah, Larry Drake. Yeah, he looked familiar too. I've definitely seen him in other stuff. The guy playing Durant.
Yeah. Did the score? Just remind you of anybody?
No, I wish. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I wish I was better at being able to recognize that stuff. But yeah, this is that makes sense.
I mean,
Um,
this is basically the Batman theme, just twisted a little bit.
who are you trying to point out to me? I don't know if I caught it.
Ted Raimi, you know, Sam's brother. Remember in the Spider-Man films, like Hoffman, guy with the
Oh,
glasses?
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I did not know that. I'm gonna be to be honest with you. I didn't know that was his. I mean, I think I knew that his brother was like in his movies, but I didn't know what he looked like or anything.
Look how many screenwriters there are.
Jesus.
Apparently, they said a bunch of rewrites.
So you bring in Sam Raimi, makes the Evil Dead and everything. They're like, here, you can make this movie. No, we're gonna rewrite it and re-edit it. Like, come on.
Oh, it's freaking Universal. Of course, they're gonna.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a way to prop. I'm watching this on an iPad. I'm trying to prop it up so I'm not just like. There we go. That's better. This is you can very, very much tell this is early '90s right here. The whole sequence.
Yep. Little pre-Jurassic Park CG is always fascinating, and even post-Jurassic Park CG when in some stuff where it looks terrible.
There he is.
start saying that. We're smart guys. You know, Bill Paxton was up for this role.
Classic, classic '90s actor right there. That would have been good too.
And Bill suggested, "Hey, you should audition Liam Neeson," and he got the part.
Patrick, thank you. Happy
Thank you,
birthday,
Patrick.
Alex. This round is on
Thank you, thank you.
me. This is the movie that prepped me for Raimi's Spider-Man. You'll notice a lot of precursors to those films in this one. Enjoy the watch. I will. Oh, is that a Francis? What's her name? Frances McDormand?
Yeah, I
McDermott?
think so. You know, it's funny. There's actually like a piece of footage in this movie that was used in Spider-Man.
Oh, you'll have to point it out when it happens. I don't think I've ever seen anything this actress has been in. I just know she's won multiple Oscars.
You don't know anything she's been in, but you're able to name her like right off the bat.
No, I know what she's been in. I haven't seen anything she's been in.
Oh,
I've never
okay,
seen
okay.
Three Billboards. Everyone says it's excellent.
I need to see that. Yeah, that's another one.
I'm so bad at watching Best Pictures. Like, I just watched Gladiator like last year.
I just saw, what's it called? I don't think it was Best Picture. I can't remember. I don't know it. Training Day. I told you about this.
We
and,
talked
like, how
about
have I
it.
not seen this?
Denzel, man. Top 10 performance all time.
Probably the scariest movie I've ever seen, where there's like nothing scary in it.
No, I haven't seen Fargo. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you got to see Fargo, dude. That's a great one.
All I watch is Star Trek. I don't have time.
This is your fault.
Everything in the 90s looked some type of shade of beige, white, and brown, gray. Everything was just so muted.
Yeah, very interesting color grading.
I feel like it was like a rebound from the 80s where everything was like vinyl, pop, colorful, and then everything in the 90s just got muted.
It always looks like it's sundown in Los Angeles. This must have been the inspiration for the color grading for Denis Villeneuve, Denis Villeneuve, whatever film Enemy, where the entire movie was yellow.
Did he propose
Oh,
to
come
her, or was it to move in or something?
on. Yeah, I think it was a proposal. Yeah.
What did we say, man, when we watched what was it? The Day the Earth Stood Still, or was it War? Yeah, Day the Earth Stood Still. Like, if someone says no to your proposal, just move on.
You're done. I don't think she said no. I think she just not yet.
Nope, still no.
It's still a no.
Will do, William. DARKMAN, we watched Day the Earth Stood Still, the original one, on our Patreon. I think there's a preview video of it on the channel. Dr. Westlake. Ooh, Star Trek escalating here.
Yeah.
That damn leg gun. Oh, it's that guy. Wasn't that the guy from like I can't think of anything now, of course.
Which one?
I'll point him out again if I see him.
The one dude without a leg was in Evil Dead 2.
Oh no. The dad from Beetlejuice.
Oh, really?
I thought I saw him.
Recognize this scene? Remember from Spider-Man 1 when Toby is putting the guy that killed Uncle Ben through the windows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same exact thing.
Oh god. Aw. Him right there on the right. No, it's not him. Looks like him though. Oh. Oh my god. Oh gosh, here we go. This is kind of an explosion. Set his
I was
arms
watching
on
movie
fire.
clips. His arms were on fire for a second, and now
He's getting dunked in.
ah!
Oh my god. Why, Michael?
It's like they couldn't just kill him.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's clearly like has some type of torture fetish, cutting off people's fingers and doing this stuff. But yeah, there's a sequence in the show Ozark where Jason Bateman gets captured and they're ripping off his toenails.
Oh no!
I almost had to turn it off. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah. Nope.
And Jason Bateman's acting is just so great that it's like so believable.
Remember that viral clip that was floating around where they used a still image of Jason Bateman?
Like he couldn't be there or something.
Yeah, so they had a perfect still image. But it's not like he's just sitting there. He's like,
Yeah, he's just like,
Like his wife next to him's just talking. He's just sitting there, frozen.
Oh God.
Uh,
Oh, here's an explosion.
explosion.
Oh, that was a pretty good setup too.
Watch this.
And
uh,
then he turned into Darkman.
I like how she was like right in front of the building exploding, but she's not like affected at all.
Yeah,
Like she didn't fly back or.
just obvious green screen right here. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool transition.
for a nice little transition though, huh? Still a green screen though, but on set for that. Oh well.
No one else at the funeral, I guess. No one liked him.
Keep your circle small.
Oh, he said all they found was an ear.
Yeah.
Thank you, Todd, for the super chat. William says, if my entire body is ever burning and I'm hurled through a window like that, I hope I still have the presence of mind to moan loudly like that. Thank you, Paul. He says he hit the like button at a stoplight. Thank you.
uh,
Boom, boom.
Also, the shot of his eye right before the explosion happened was a shot like that was also like in Spider-Man when the
Oh, yeah.
the pumpkin bomb blows up in his face. Oh, I wonder who saw this at Marvel and it's like, you know what, this guy should do our Spider-Man film.
Yeah, this was the movie.
Especially also after Evil Dead, Army of Darkness.
I mean, Raimi's got to be one of the longest running filmmakers at this point. Like, just had a birthday, just had a movie in 2022, and when was Evil Dead? 70s, 80s.
I think the original was 79. I know Evil Dead 2 is 82. I can't remember.
Someone let us know in the chat. '81. Thank you, Jonathan. Damn. Uncontrolled rage.
I like the a good reason for the forgot the word.
Superpowers?
No. When they tell you what's going on.
Oh, exposition?
Exposition, yeah.
Yeah,
it's like,
good excuse.
Teaching med students. There you go.
Just like forced laughter.
Yeah, like, oh, I gotta laugh at my teacher here. One of these shots right here. Remember when Toby was getting his powers?
Uh-huh.
Like this right here, this one. They were running out of money for Spider-Man, so they pulled together some old footage from this and put it in Spider-Man. It's crazy.
Really? Even though this is Universal and that was Sony? That's wild. Universal didn't know.
No one caught it. It's like, hey, we have this. Let's use it.
He's gone.
Cut to the open window. Hell yeah,
Nice.
classic.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those movies where it's like inspired by comics, but sometimes these kind of movies that aren't based on it actually end up feeling more like a comic than the movies that are actually taken from comics. I feel like the ones
Yeah,
based
yeah.
off comics try to adapt it too much into a film.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
This is like the same freaking alleyway from Spider-Man 2 when he loses his powers.
when he throws his suit away,
Yeah, yeah.
every
But
every dark alley in every movie looks the same.
yeah, true.
There's one set in Hollywood everyone uses. You go to the dark alley set.
They rented out. I got it from 8 to 12.
Oh man, all of his raps and everything just immediately wet.
Oh, that's got.
It's gotta hurt
Luckily,
so
you
bad.
can't feel it.
Oh yeah, he's completely numb.
Yeah, it's got no pain.
Jonathan says this reminds him of the Dick Tracy movie. All I know of that movie is from Hanger Video Game Nerd.
Same.
It's me. Thank you for. I would not have known that without the subtitle.
It's like, well, damn.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure the character, doesn't feel it, but I'm just imagining Liam in there all wet. It's like, ugh. Like, oh, it sucks.
you know, you said when we were watching The Walking Dead, you were like, you would want to play a zombie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever want to be in a scene like this with fake rain. I just hate being wet too much. Unless it was all they made all the water warm, but like if it was all cold water, like no, thank you.
Yeah. Probably laid for hours in that fucking hole.
Man, how miserable. This is a great origin though. And that was our first act. Okay, so this is supposed to be like his inner monologue. Because I'm assuming he can't speak. Well, he just tried speaking to her, and that clearly didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with your Joker. The region stuff is very annoying, so glad you were able to find it, though. It's like, it's a movie. Just let us all watch it on the same thing.
Gotta use that NordVPN.
Or ExpressVPN. Or any of the other 30 companies that were created in the last 5 years. All do the
Or
same
Raid
thing.
Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. We also have a VPN feature.
Oh, I don't think he's seen himself yet.
I don't know if I would want to.
Oh, I love this shot with the broken picture of his face.
I hope he had some new gauze. Doesn't look like it, though. Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong, dude. Why does every movie in the 90s have, like, certain things? One of them is, like, abandoned warehouse like this. It's like, I swear, it's, like, weird 90s tropes. I just remember as a kid, like, it just reminds me of, like, Ninja Turtles or, like, anything else. Everything always had, like, dark warehouse.
Cheap. It's probably cheap,
Yeah.
especially back then. Cheap, dumb, actual great set piece for blow stuff up action. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
When mid-budget movies actually used to get made.
Yeah, when they had restrictions and get creative and how to do things instead of just putting up a screen. Physical sets, actual locations. Oh, that is the same fucking tune from Spider-Man.
Did Danny Elfman didn't do Spider-Man, though, did he?
Yeah,
He did?
he did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now we got his Doc Ock 2 scene going on. I mean, Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock finding the lab. Can't remember, but I wonder if Sam like made made Toby and people watch this movie. I'm basically gonna do this.
Yeah, we're doing this. But it's like this was 1990, right? So it's like it's not even like this was just a couple years before. I mean, this was a full decade plus, beforehand, before Spider-Man.
Yeah, 12 years. Yeah.
So it's not like they were like, oh, he's hot off a Darkman, give him Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like it probably had no effect.
Yeah, I know he did Army of Darkness after this, but I don't know what other else in between this and Spider-Man.
I mean, yeah, I don't know his full filmography, but I'm pretty sure like after, you have success with like an Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, they're just like, all right, you can just do whatever you want now. Reach that status. like Jordan Peele now. Do whatever you want.
We'll give you money. When you run out, just let us know.
Dude, that
give
is
you more.
Brutal. That shot right there.
Yeah. All right. Let's pull up old Sam here. The Gifts, For the Love of the Game, a baseball film. Simple Plan, The Quick and the Dead.
Trinity said because of deindustrialization brought on by NAFTA, warehouse space was cheap and falling apart rapidly.
There you go.
That makes sense. Kind of like shopping malls today.
Or COVID movies, where it's like it's all in someone's home.
Yeah, over a Zoom. Yeah, how ironic. His whole gimmick was trying to make fake skin, and now here he is, needing the fake skin.
Very fitting.
Nice little montage here. But what's he doing in between all this? Does he eat still? Does he sleep?
Yeah, does he feel hunger? Does he know if he's hungry? So we now know that's Sam Raimi, I think's handwriting, because Peter Parker is the exact same handwriting when he's putting together his suit, drawing his suit. They're pretty much the same movie.
What I'm trying to say is, they're the same movie. Jonathan says Quick and the Dead is a fun Western.
Yeah, that's right. I know he did a Western, and somehow, his yellow car is in every Sam Raimi movie. And they said he took it apart and like put like a wagon over it and something. Like, I don't know. I doubt, but it's like that'd be funny if they did, just to include that car in the movie somehow of a Western. Not just that, pal.
Oh yeah, that's what they blew up first.
Yeah.
Strack Industries. Wonder what that's supposed to be.
What a great name. Strack. Uh-oh.
And that's what they were looking for when they attacked him.
Yeah.
It's all her fault.
He accidentally took the papers.
My spouse was also burned alive by the mob.
My mob. So I was sick of her. But now I have you. Whoa. We're not there yet.
Yeah, of course, classic. He's going to try to swoop in. Oh, no. No. Don't do it to yourself, man. Oh God.
And he's even more emotional now.
Now he's gonna recognize them.
Smoking that gun was ridiculous.
I liked that gold gun they had.
Yeah, that was neat.
Okay, yeah, now I definitely remember this guy from Spider-Man now. Okay.
He looks exactly the same, just a decade younger.
He could have been Peter at this time. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Okay, he can speak. Oh no. Oh. Dude, how do you even survive this long? Oh.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Sam's like, I got a scene for you, Ted. I like how he's just like not a hero. I told you everything. I know you did. I'm gonna pretend you didn't. And he was like the most likable character out of like all these d bags. Where did he get that fancy Nikon? Going to Best Buy as himself.
Radio Shack back then.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would like a Canon DSXLR. Yeah, it was addicted to him, but he's feeding it. Good for him.
I looked kind of like the Frankenstein-esque music going on. Wow, okay.
It looks so real.
Just after the one hand, uh, it's time.
A little stop motion destroyed hand.
My goodness. But all these things he's making are just like masks, essentially.
Yeah.
So he's still like messed up.
He's got 99 minutes once the sun hits him.
Oh yeah, that too. Okay.
And I also like that he had two plane tickets, one for this guy and also one for Ted Raimi's character. This is the original 3D printing.
I mean, you know it's done well when like I'm convinced that this is Liam Neeson in a suit and not just, that actor.
Yeah, credit to that actor too. All right, I need you to act as Liam Neeson acting as you.
This is the first meal he's had. Oh, don't pull at it. Oh, now he's gonna wake up. Oh, the airplane tickets. Oh shit! Oh, that's great. That's great. And he's sitting right there. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. You gotta
Yeah, of
be
course.
more careful than that.
Hey, still getting used to it.
Yeah. That was a great stunt, though. You think they only filmed that once?
Yeah, I would love to see the behind the scenes on that because that was nuts.
Oh, here we go. But yeah, that's another reason I could never get involved in a shady organization. Even if you do nothing wrong, the boss thinks you did something, you're dead instantly.
Yeah, that guy was completely innocent. I mean, not innocent. They're scumbags, but
Yeah,
like
within his
innocent of
organization. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, you mind if we take a
Quick break.
little quick break?
All right, everyone. We're gonna stop at 44:10.
In case you guys don't know, I have to go to the bathroom at all times. I haven't had any liquid since like 4:30, but it's cold out here, so I'll be right back.
I will be back as well. I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick. We'll be back in just a couple minutes, everyone. All right. Hope everyone took a minute, grabbed some beverages, got a refill.
No beverages for me, not yet. Can't risk it.
Not even yeah, not even water. Yeah.
Might have to go again.
All right. Well,
Ridiculous.
we are at 44:10, and if you want to be exact about it, 11 frames, but 44:10. It's all that matters. Am I right?
Yeah, there's a big eye on the screen.
If you guys have ever tried Prime, this isn't sponsored, but it's a pretty good sports drink.
It's not the. Is that the Logan Paul one?
It is, yeah. Not a fan of Logan Paul, but 25 calories, no sugar, no salt. Tastes better than Gatorade.
I like it better than Jake. Nope, no wine for me. I got to get yeah, going cold turkey for a little bit. Maybe in a month. I don't know. I got something big happening that I got to look good for eventually.
Nice. All right. I know what it is. Okay.
I want to keep these two lives separate, at least for now.
All right. 44:10. I hope that was enough time for everybody to get their sync up, ready and matched up. We're going to get started once again. 3, 2, 1, go.
What?
Oh, oh, come on. Even the cat.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
3 years from now, Liam Neeson's going to be in Schindler's List, which means someone saw this, and I'm like, "We're going to cast for Schindler's List. Get that guy from Darkman."
Yeah.
Oh, is that a little Texas Chainsaw inspiration?
Oh,
Slowly revealing the face more and more.
yeah. I thought that other side wasn't that damaged, but then again, he literally was exploded out of a building, so. Did that say it's been 571 hours?
Yeah.
What's that, like 3 weeks? Off the top of my head?
Let's do some math. What would they be divided by? 24? 23 days. 24 days.
It's a little over 3 weeks, yeah. Nice little subtle way of showing how long it's been.
That's only if you were paying attention. As if it's a regular thing that people shouldn't be paying attention.
Oh, shit. Wait, once again, I'm like, wow, the prosthetics look amazing.
It's such like an easy dumb hat. Like, oh duh.
Yeah.
Story's good enough. You're in it.
Yeah. And like they make him look just fake enough with like the makeup, you know?
Yeah. And I like how there's two different versions of this same scene, and in both scenes he's, you know, not really himself.
I gotta be honest, yeah, I did not expect this at all. If this isn't like a dream or anything. Patrick says this is pretty accurate to how 3D printing would work. Can people do this now with 3D printing?
Making up his own headcanon.
Great job of playing up because he feels his emotions so much, you know?
Yeah. And she goes for his face, and he's like, "Oh, nope, nope."
It's true, Patrick. They are making fake beef or technically real beef or whatever now. Yeah, weird stuff. Gonna be a weird 50 years. Hope I'm
Yeah,
here.
I'm not looking forward to it. uh, I'm 28. It's all downhill from here, guys.
Anyway, I have to
How much
go
time?
or I'm gonna start melting.
Yeah, how much time has it been?
Almost like it's like a vampire. If a vampire had 100 minutes first.
You hear that?
No.
Like he asked for Rudy, and it's like, "Hey, Rudy, there's some asshole on the phone for you." Like he can clearly hear it.
Oh God, bro, he keeps him as a collection. Dude, stop. See, I told you he had a weird thing.
Called it, yeah. Great villain.
Tapping into the call. Oh, so now he's gonna be able to add his voice to his disguise too.
I think he's gonna try to do an impression of it.
Oh, trying to impersonate him.
This is my favorite scene. It's Durant. Robert G. Durant.
That's great. Oh my god.
Why would he go right to the security camera? Like,
Yeah, like it wasn't enough.
yeah. Robert G. My name is Buddy. It's Durant. I love how he keeps checking his face.
As he should. Already pushing it.
Oh yeah.
Did it ever say where they are in the country?
No.
Okay.
Small town America, Los Angeles. I don't know.
Yeah, just middle America. New York, probably. Just New York.
Gotham. What a great way to call a cab. You.
Hey, man, it's all about the confidence. Of course, we'll never.
Juxtaposition.
Oh yeah,
Juxtapositioned
true.
with this, like,
They're about to. Yeah, they're gonna realize something's up. I was gonna say that one thing we'll never have to do: hail a cab because of technology.
Or just sit around waiting for a lift that'll never come.
Adam says he always thought of it being set in New York. Yeah, that's just like, I feel like it's just any comic book or superhero, just New York.
Feels more comic booky if it's like not even if it's never said. Could be anywhere.
William says it's reminding him of Crime Wave, an earlier Sam Raimi movie. Haven't seen that one either. Oh yeah, cut it real short. Yeah, because cigars do take a long time to smoke.
Yeah, I was about to say that's gonna be a bit.
Fun fact: I've smoked one cigar in my life. Threw up.
I've taken a few hits on one. Yeah, not fun. Oh, look at how tough I am.
I was also trashed, drunk, and smoked it way too fast, so it was not the best time for my first cigar.
You probably inhaled it too.
Yeah, I did. Oh, they're gonna run into each other?
That's the best, man.
Oh shit! He just pulls out a gun immediately. One way to solve this. Oh, this is great. And it's also great because he also can't even tell which one he was just with.
Yeah.
Because of the spinning door. That's great. Oh, that's good. That's good. Ah! Oh no. Come on, man. You think you'd try to fix that. But it is a nice character trait.
Uh, it's something to keep it going.
Yeah. There's a
Always had that level of running out of time.
there's a similar thing in the anime My Hero Academia where the superhero's power is that he basically grows into like a Hulk type huge guy, but it only lasts for a little bit and then it goes away like this, and no one knows that like it goes away and he's actually a small guy. So it's kind of the same type of setup.
Watched behind the scenes of how they like film that, or the actor was talking about how they filmed it and how like he nuanced his performance is like a little bit different. It's like that'd be a fun thing to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, working on any movie like this would be amazing. I can't believe as a kid how many of these carnival rides like this I went on. Like, never again will I trust anything like this.
Oh yeah, I've definitely been on some where like I'm gonna die. Like this thing's gonna fall apart.
But okay, so is it just the sun that does it though? So like, if he did this at night, would he be fine?
Yeah, I guess.
Just go visit her at night, man. Come on.
But the carnival's not open. Wait, yeah, it would be open at night.
But
Whatever.
I meant like to go hook up.
Oh yeah.
Probably doesn't work
but it,
anymore.
but also, I don't think he has a full body thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably doesn't work anymore if he does. Oh,
And I love how they're showing all like the freaks and like people laughing. It's like, oh yeah, this is what I am underneath this fake skin. I don't want Julie to think this of me.
mm. Trinity. Trinity says he gets stuck upside down at a county fair ride in the 80s.
Oh my god. Well, I hope you got down safe.
Oh, had to get that anger. Then he can knock him over. Oh my god, come on.
It moved.
Oh no. What the? Oh, what? What the hell? Oh no, skin.
Oh no! That's my second favorite scene. Take the fucking elephant.
Take it.
The rubber fingers. Ah! Oh my god. Oh, that is. You don't see stuff like that today.
No, you do not, man.
Oh my god.
Like, come on.
He's very emotional.
True. Take the elephant. Take the fucking elephant.
I wish they remade it somehow in Doctor Strange 2.
Just that specific scene.
Yeah, same thing. Where they go, him and America Chavez go to a different universe. It's like, or like take the fucking pizza balls.
They go to the Darkman universe.
Yeah. Oh, missed opportunity. They have Darkman.
I think they had to come down to a choice. They said, do we want to do Darkman or have John Krasinski in the movie? They chose John Krasinski.
Imagine if the scene was the exact same with like the John Krasinski reveal.
but it
was Darkman. Like, just silence.
Oh, his full face. Or like instead of it's not Darkman though, it's just Liam Neeson from that elephant scene. Like he just comes in, take the fucking elephant.
Take the fucking elephant.
Peyton, the smartest man alive.
Take the fucking elephant.
I was gonna say, why can't you help him now? There you go. All right. Well, respect for her character. You know, they don't do the cliche, oh, he's hideous. You know, like then has to get over it. You know, it's like no, she's just cool with it. Although I don't know if she's seen him in full yet.
Remember, like the first Fantastic Four, like the 2000s one, where like
yeah, are you gonna bring up the thing?
Yes,
I've been thinking that. I've been thinking that this whole time, like where he would like call her from the phone booth, like all dressed up or whatever.
And you know what? He was in like a detective outfit as well. He had the hat and the trench coat. I wonder if that was inspired by Darkman.
Yeah, very much of like
although his
vibes of the thing.
Yeah, although his wife in that movie just rejected him.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. Like the typical cliche, like, "Oh, you're a monster." Yeah. It's like, okay.
He's a very particular set of elephants, said William. I wish you said that in Taken. I have a very particular set of pink elephants. Take the fucking elephant.
Classic, you know, professional, always doing work. It's like 10 at night. Mm-hmm. All right, what's the closing price? Adam liked the Fantastic Four films. Honestly, I haven't seen them since I was a child.
I remember liking them. I think they were similar in the goofy type deal, where they didn't take it too seriously. I just remember the second one marking out when Chris Evans became all four of them and beat up Dr. Doom. But Fan Four Stick, that's a movie.
It's fantastic. What'd you say?
Say it again. It's fantastic. You know, there's like a 90s Fantastic Four film that was literally made for the exact same reason.
Yep.
Of just keeping the rights. And it was like a Roger Corman film who's like known to make like the cheapest movies like ever.
There's a whole storyline in the fourth season of Arrested Development, which people don't like the fourth season, but one of the best parts is that they like talk about that movie and have like an actress from the movie. It's just a whole funny storyline. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out.
Is that the one where it's like, is that the Netflix one where it's all like one story, like just from different points of view?
Yeah, it's like one story, but each episode's a different character. But they actually re-edited it so that now it's not like that anymore because people didn't like it. So now they're just like normal episodes. Okay. William says Reed Richards is fundamentally boring. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, that's Jonathan Majors' great something. He's a descendant, I guess.
Not Kang, Jonathan Majors. Oh, he's gonna full creepy now. It's one way to respond.
And scene.
Robert Durant?
Robert G. Durant.
It's like, I don't. Is this Liam Neeson? I don't know.
No. It looked like he was green screen in there, that first part.
It was a weird shot. Oh my god.
No, no. Julie.
Here we go. This is his full superhero moment. Got his full costume and everything. Oh god. Just a helicopter?
Whoa. And Durant's got a freaking
Oh.
like grenade launcher.
Yeah, like, damn, talk about resources. And, like, this, it wouldn't draw any attention.
Yeah, what's the rest of the city thinking during all this? Oh, that building's blowing up again. Whoa!
This is great stunt work. Excellent.
Oh no!
Come on.
Super strength.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it probably makes sense. You'd have to have so many copies of, since they all melt.
Yeah. That's like how they clearly look like cheap masks, but as soon as they go on someone's on his body, they look great. look at the lighting. Looks great. I'm Darkman. Now I'm picturing like Christian Bale's Batman doing this, just laughing. No.
This guy, I'm surprised he's not using the leg. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Oh. Damn.
Double whammy. Triple whammy.
Oh. Yes, Alex did request this for his birthday present.
Ah!
Oh, there he is. He came to you. Ooh, I like his eyes.
Why did he slip on another mask? What?
Oh, paying him back. That's good. Yeah, this does have a lot of action. I agree, Adam. I did not expect this to be this action heavy for a Sam Raimi movie. I mean, even like Spider-Man doesn't have a ton of action. Oh! Nice. Oh no! Well, I guess he can't feel anything, right? But
Yeah, I mean,
can he still
if
die,
breaks
though?
something, it still breaks.
Yeah. There's the real one. Boom. They had to blow up their abandoned warehouse set.
Please tell me we finished shooting everything in this
Yeah.
before we do this.
We forgot a scene. Another thing I'll never do. Ride in a helicopter.
Yeah. The fact that actually, like, this is real. Like,
dude, that's
nuts.
To an extent. Yeah, I mean, that is nuts. I mean, was it just a guy hooked in? Like, no thank you. Like, imagine that, dude. That's got to be terrifying. And you know it's like a stuntman, so he's being extra with it, you know. You know.
Yeah.
If I was like on the film side, I'd be like, dude, stop. Here we go. Finally, they get the police's attention.
They got enough shit to deal with.
There's just always a police helicopter in the sky. Oh my god, dude. There's no way that they did this.
Yeah, I mean, that window of time where people tried and like did things physically.
What?
There was like no stoppage of momentum for that helicopter.
Yeah, like where'd the wire go? Through the building? Or to pull them back out? No, it doesn't matter. Just start shooting at the police helicopter. Like, oh my god.
This is basically Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. 5 stars.
5 stars.
Blue Thunder. I actually own that on Blu-ray. Never seen it. Got it as a gift.
It's a yellow car.
Oh. Oh, now it's no more Mr. Nice Guy? Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, oh, was that the freak show bus? That bus had like a clown's
Yeah,
face
it
on
did.
it.
Yeah, I wonder if that was. Yeah. He's just blowing shit up on this highway. Like, just clearly
Doesn't
does
give a
not care. Yeah.
Ah!
Oh. Wow.
Oh, hell yeah. That might have been the best action scene I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, that's. Wow.
Practical effects.
Can someone look up the budget on this? Tell us what the budget was for this movie? Curious.
Oh, he did kill him.
There you go. 16 million was the budget? Are you serious? I mean, even for inflation, that's less than 100 million. 14 million,
Good stuff.
14 to 16 million. That how? Terrifying. 450 an hour to just. Oh my god.
The people that built the skyscrapers, man, you got to be a different breed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how real it is, but you know, like the typical cliche, like the construction workers eating lunch on like the steel beams. It's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. No. Ah.
Damn.
One thing I noticed is that his mask for Durant, the actor crosses his one eye a little bit. I wish he was Durant instead of this guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, we'll talk about it after, obviously, but yeah, I agree.
This guy's hamming it up just a little too much.
It's like, I get it, you're a villain.
I killed my wife. I built it all.
Oh shit, he's taking them all the way down. Oh, okay, they hit something. Oh, there you go, Julie. Oh my god.
That makes no sense how that happened because I feel like her legs would have hit first.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, Peyton. You got super strength. Whoa!
Oh no.
Wow!
He's like, whatever. The hell was that thing? Oh, a nail gun? What? Ugh. Ah, come on. Oh, not through the chin. Oh, don't get his emotions worked up.
Oh no, not that word. Ah!
Oh.
Oh!
Oh. Literally Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. Oh, there you go. Okay. That's a good one.
That's a one-liner.
Don't look at me.
You would have been fine in COVID era. Just that lower part, really. Maybe wear a hat. I forgot about the others. He's able to articulate pretty well with no lips.
Yeah.
Oh, he delivers that line with his regular face, what's left of it in dark. So it's
Wow. Oh, it's daytime now. Hey, hey, nice. Nice cameo. Wow. How could I have forgotten about the Bruce cameo?
Sam actually wanted Bruce to be the main star, but I think they felt like he couldn't do it. Like they wanted someone else. But I don't know. I think his cameo is perfect. All right, but this is your first time watching. I need to hear what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. First, I do just want to say real quick on the Bruce Campbell thing. I mean, yeah, I know that a lot of times directors reuse, obviously, actors, but I do think it's it's nice to work with different people, but still have that cameo, and I don't know if it's all of his movies, but most of them. I mean, I think I like that better than just having the same actor in all of your movies. Um, but all right, let me just take the time code off here. Okay. Yeah, everyone else, put your thoughts on the movie in the chat. If it was your first time watching or you're rewatching with us, let us know. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I didn't, biggest surprises of it, didn't expect it to be so action heavy. I expected more of a comedy horror vibe. And there was some comedy, there was some horror, but the action really took the front seat. And I was surprised by that. Didn't expect it. It was a pleasant surprise. And also didn't expect, how great like the stunt work, set pieces, practical effects, practical effects is an assumption with Sam Raimi, obviously, especially back in the 90s, but like the stunt work, this is some of the best like stunt work I've seen, in a long time. I can't think of anything incredibly better off the top of my head as far as like a mainstream American movie. Really good, and just surprised by with such a low budget, at that time, I'm sure that was a mid to low tier budget to be able to do all of this. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, as far as negatives, my main only thing is you kind of brought it up actually, but I didn't really buy into the main villain at the end there. I don't even remember his name.
Strack. You liked his name,
Oh,
Strack.
Strack, because it's one letter away from Stark. Yeah. um, he had a few scenes here and there. He's obviously bad from the start of the movie. He's he's bad. And I just didn't really buy it. I agreed with you that I much more was invested in Durant and was hoping he would be, so when he died and then the whole ending sequence was still to come, I'm like, oh, well, I'm not that invested. But they did do a good job of still making it a creative end sequence with the high-rise skyscraper and the chains and everything. That was still a pretty cool ending sequence. And yeah, but that would be really my only negative, and it's not that big of a deal. I think everything else was was great. The pace was good. It surprised me. And it got goofy, but not like too goofy to the point of like, oh, I can't take this serious. It's like you can have like the elephant scene, but still be bought in emotionally. That's what, when you have a good director writer like Sam Raimi, that's what he's able to do.
Yeah, he established all that stuff early on, and it feels like a very comic book esque world. So when that stuff happens, it's hilarious, but it also still works within the whole thing's ridiculous. I mean, but it's everything's played straight. Like nothing feels like too good. Like seeing Liam Neeson like before he became who he is today, doing this like before he was like Qui-Gon Jinn. It's he's like, oh, laugh at the freak, huh? It's like the most ridiculous thing ever. But yeah, I have to say that the guy that played Durant was like, I really, I've seen this movie a few times now, but I just really like his character and the whole like show don't tell. Like the other guy, Strack, just like, oh, I'm rich, blah blah. And like for Durant, he's very stoic and like his little like behind the scenes, he's like collecting fingers. It's like, oh, okay, like just a weird little scene, and terrific actor. And also, it's also rewatching. It's so funny how like this entire movie was broken up and like split apart and recreated in Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Like so many scenes were just like complete homages / ripoffs of this movie. It's like Sam Raimi didn't want to let it go. It's like, God damn it, I'm gonna get Darkman out there somehow. Like the final scene on the scaffolding that completely reminds me of the ending of Spider-Man 3. It's like same ideal setup. But I just wish Liam Neeson would. I don't know if you've ever seen any Liam Neeson interviews. Like the guy's hilarious. I just feel like he needs another one of these. Like we need to bring him back. Like enough of these like weird action movies, The Commuter or blah blah blah. Like I went to see his most recent film, Marlowe, and I was so bored I walked out. It's like we need to get like goofy Liam Neeson back. Like this movie is like I don't know if it was 1990 because this also came out the same year as Total Recall. I think like these two movies are like I don't know, deaths of like something special, like the deaths of the 80s action movie. Because Total Recall is another one where it's like all practical effects, like in camera trickery and amazing stunt work. And it's like I feel like it started to just go downhill after. I don't know, man. This movie was special.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously there's still, you could name, there was still some good stuff in the 90s, I think. I wouldn't say it's all downhill. I mean,
the start.
Yeah.
Of it,
I mean, yeah, and then the 2000s, I think the 2000s is when it really started, bad shaky cam and all that and, whatnot. But, yeah, people are also saying Krull is another great, fun film with Liam Neeson, early Liam Neeson movie. So we'll have to check that out. But, yeah, Liam Neeson, like you said, to me, he's always been one of those actors that I can tell, even though a lot of times, especially in the last decade plus, he's played like serious badass roles. You can tell he has a sense of humor about himself and a sense of humor about, just in general in his movies. And I think he had like a cameo in Ted or Ted 2 where he's like playing his Taken character but like at a grocery store or something. That was pretty funny. Like he's always seemed like kind of a funny guy, but I've never seen him in much comedic stuff. So that was cool to see here as well. I think that was great casting.
Yeah, I mean, I just like that someone saw this and was like, that's our guy for Schindler's List. That's our guy for Qui-Gon Jinn. It's like,
yeah.
I just the practical effects, man. It's like it's so fun to like watch a movie, watch these stunts, and just know it's real, and just know it actually happened. It's like you're actually watching people on a set,
Yeah.
and not or like physical locations. It's like I don't know. I wish Ant-Man and the Wasp was exactly like this. Just real. It's like I'm just tired of all this, cartoony like this was cartoony, but like also realistic cartoony, like real. I don't know, it's hard to put into words. I love this movie a lot.
I mean, it's interesting because I haven't seen Ant-Man Quantumania, but there are still some modern action movies that it's like that do it in a way that's really good. Like not really the same type of movie, but like recently in the last decade or so, there have been movies like the Kingsman movies they're not all practical. I don't know if you've seen those, but like they're not all
I've seen the
practical.
first
But
one.
yeah,
First one and second one, yeah.
as far as action and stuff, it's really well done, and you can tell it's all like stunt work and everything for the most part. I mean, they have some, I think, especially in the second one, some like more, big set pieces things that are obviously CGI, but like there's still definitely good ones out. The John Wick obviously is a great series.
I was just gonna say John Wick. Yeah, it's like I'm not saying it's completely dead.
Yeah.
There are still same with any genre. We still have our Ari Asters or our director of the Witch. There's still those like good filmmakers out there who believe in like real stuff. I just wish it was more on the the forefront of. I think people are starting to come around now. Like, okay, this is cheap and lazy, but I don't know. I just feel like just sad.
I always just try to remember that like this movie came out now 30 plus years ago, and like we're still you just discovered it recently, right?
Yeah, within the last 6 months, yeah.
Yeah, so like I'd never heard about it before this, but I think there's a reason that this survived per se, even though we didn't hear about it until recently. Like I'm sure there was a bunch of 1990 movies you could go back and they're just not good, and I feel like that's how Hollywood has always been, is that you just, unfortunately, in the present, it takes more effort to dig through, because like you don't know if something's good or not until it's out, but like with the stuff in the past, the benefit is that it's already kind of been decided by people. You know what I mean? So you gotta go back.
People have already like seeked through and dig through all the trash to find the gems.
Yeah.
Like how much shit came out this year, and like I was just lucky enough to see Barbarian in a theater. It's like just because of the internet. It's like, oh, but how many times do you hear good things about things, and you're just like, eh. But it's like I'm gonna hold on to that one for years, and hopefully 30 years from now I could be like, hey, have you ever seen Barbarian? And it's like, what the hell's Barbarian? And it's like, there's my version of that.
Yeah, and it's like, imagine, like when you go on HBO Max, if you just go to like all movies A to Z, it's like you don't fucking know. Like there's all those movies on there, you know what I mean? It's like you don't know what's good or not. Yeah, so it's like you don't have to do that with a lot of stuff. You can just kind of look up what do people think is good, and word of mouth recommendation and all that. So yeah, it's pros and cons for sure, but so that's really all I have to say about the movie specifically, but I really enjoyed it. Glad we watched it. I hope you enjoyed it for your birthday, watching it here live. I also just think, I like doing this and doing the live, and I don't know if it would be this format every single time, but, I definitely think there's like something we could figure out to do that people will enjoy, whether it's watching something with us or just talking about something or whatever, that I think is a lot of fun and kind of breaks the monotony. Sometimes we come on and we watch stuff, record it three to four times a week, and it gets a little bit monotonous. So like doing something like this kind of breaks it up, So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I enjoy stuff like this. You guys let us know if you guys enjoy it. Obviously, you're here, so thank you for being here. And whether it's movie watch,
all the birthday wishes.
Yeah, whether it's movie watch-alongs or just us discussing a topic or whatever you guys would want to see more in a live format, if we could set something up to do something a little bit more often, I would totally be down for that. So just let us know.
Yeah, definitely a format like this, and maybe like a movie we've seen in the past, just something to discuss that we wanted to discuss more about. Like that'd be like an interesting podcast type thing where we're watching the movie, talking about it, and also interacting with people. That'd be very neat. Yeah.
Yeah, because also too, I mean, like we do the 90-minute classics and the our favorite movies, on the Patreon, but it's like we could do stuff like that, but there's no reason we couldn't also just do it live and then still have it up on the Patreon afterwards. Like we could always take this and I could just take the live after it's done and then just put the uncut reaction on Patreon so it's there forever as well. We could do both. It's just a matter of what people, what you guys want to see too. So, just let us know on that, and we'll brainstorm there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Go watch DARKMAN if you just listened to us talk over it and didn't watch it. Go find a way to rent it. I found the Blu-ray at Half Price Books. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
great movie.
Absolutely. And you know what? Maybe we'll do Fargo for the channel, but if we don't end up watching it as a reaction, I'll at least watch it and talk about it at some point. So I'll make sure either we'll do that or I'll do that. We'll gauge the interest there. But But yeah, thanks everyone for coming tonight. And Alex, it's your birthday, so I'll let you have the sign off here. Last words.
I always do the outro, but I just want to thank everyone for coming out. Thanks to you all for the birthday wishes. If I didn't respond to everybody with their name, it's because we're watching the movie. I don't want to, get too monotonous. But I saw all of them. Thank you, everybody. You guys are the best. Thanks. This is really fun. And yeah, I'll do the outro if you're good.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it for us here at the Target Audience. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the Target Audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us guys, and hopefully you guys as well. Thanks for coming out. Happy birthday to me. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.